So one question for all of you, from an environmental point of view. How many people here saw Inconvenient Truth or 11th Hour? So from an environmental point of view, the scientists are basically saying the results of what we've done 20 years ago, the results of what we've done, what we're doing this year, we're going to only see 20 years later. And unfortunately, that ripple effect means that environmentally speaking, we're, as a society, we're heading toward a brick wall pretty fast. And you know, we got to apply the brakes, the steering wheel. It's got to be a kind of dramatic movie moment. Business, here's my hypothesis, which you can agree with or not. Business is something that drives the world for the better or worse. In many ways, if you've seen The Corporation, the documentary The Corporation, it's more powerful than governments these days. Green business, on the other hand, can kind of take everyone's loving to shop and kind of turn that into something a little bit more meaningful and sustainable, healthy. So the basic question is, we all kind of, in our, probably speaking for everybody, we all want to wake up, go to work and do something we love and that we feel good about, that's good for the world. You know, what, how can natural business sort of save the world? And as natural business, which is doubling sort of in size every year, how can it insulate itself from sort of the perhaps corrupting influence of big business? So Lara, anyone, we got the talking mic, so if you'd like to say something, just grab the mic.
Well, I think, can you hear me?
Audio.
Okay, I think it starts with, it starts with any business and being mindful and aware. As a business, we don't want to just say we're green just to say we're green. We want to do things that we mean. And so we're starting to evaluate every aspect of our business now and figure out what makes sense for our business and its sustainability in the long term, and to really look at that in a meaningful way and not just kind of knee-jerk reaction. And I think it really starts there. It really starts with each company and what you do individually to contribute and what your goals are.
So you're sort of referencing, there's a lot of talk in the media right now about green, a thing people call greenwashing, like whitewashing. You know, green, it's this new trendy thing. Oh yeah, you know, Home Depot is now certifying 60,000 products as green, and they're actually doing a pretty impressive job, if you read the New York Times, of actually kind of taking that seriously. And what they're finding is that a lot of product manufacturers are saying, well, we ship our, death metal in cardboard, and cardboard is not bleached, so it's an eco product. So does anyone else have anything to say on how your business or how natural business generally could save the world?
Yeah, I think that it's more of a consciousness thing than it is the business itself. I think that what happens is as more and more natural businesses come out, more and more people talk about trying to do things the way they think and believe is right, then consciousness begins to grow. And it's probably going to take several generations, but the other side of it is, the global warming, the other negative things that are happening are going to push it forward even faster. But I think that the natural business side of it shows to people that, like all of us here, we pretty much started something from nothing, and you can go do that too, whether it's a natural business or not, especially if your consciousness is there for what you're trying to do. And I think that that's really the answer that is surrounding the whole green movement.
So by consciousness, do you mean sort of motivation? And like we talk about spirituality or religion a lot. I'd love to hear about that from anyone. Like, is your motivation actually kind of giving rise to this business, or is it kind of, the other way around?
Well, for me, definitely. My goal is to try and help make the world a better place for my kids and my grandkids, and do that in connection with, the way that that I believe, God has put us in this world, and for what reasons. For me, anyway, we're all in this together, and we're all brothers and sisters, no matter what, and we got to work together. And if we do that and learn to love one another, I think we're going to have a wonderful place.
Thank you.
I think for me, one of the things that I've been asked repeatedly many times over the past 6 months is people come up to me and ask me if I think that there's hope. And it's a very scary question because inevitably if there's no hope, then we're hopeless. And the main reason why I started Pangea and why I run it the way I do and all the things that we've put in place to make it what it is today is to inspire people and to show the world that there is hope for sustainable business, there is hope for profitability through sustainability, there is conscious capitalism, and there is change on the horizon. Because if we don't have people or companies